in the spirit, I walk in the light. I walk in the darkest hours of night, and I call my ancestors to my left and my right to walk with me, to walk with me. I walk in the spirit, I walk in the light. I walk through the darkest hours of night, and I call my ancestors to my left and my right.
This is certainly the issue of our day. Again, we want to thank Governor Schwarzenegger for being the impetus and the spark for doing this. He and I have worked together before. You'll notice this is a bipartisan event. You will also notice that almost everyone who could have an impact on this is in this room, thanks to Governor Schwarzenegger. So we very much hope that we can have some solutions come out of today.
Ladies and gentlemen, do me a favor and say these words. I walk in the spirit.
I walk in the spirit.
I walk in the light.
I walk in the light.
I walk through the darkest.
I walk through the darkest
hours of night.
hours of night.
And I call my ancestors.
And I call my ancestors.
Secretary, as I said earlier, I was so excited when you called us and you agreed to come out here. And like I said, that you have a booked schedule, your day was booked, and you promised me you would move around things, the schedule around a little bit. And it just showed, and you also said to me that you're really interested in helping LA and to help California and to help the homeless. So you have been fantastic. Thank you very much. Please, ladies and gentlemen, welcome Secretary Carson.
You know, I know that we're running a little late, and the good thing is I'm a surgeon, so I can cut. So, you know, we have become so political in our society that we sometimes don't even listen to ideals from people who are in a different party. And I think it's imperative that Americans, not Republicans or Democrats, but Americans recognize that we're not each other's enemies. And the fact of the matter is, even if somebody disagrees with you, it doesn't make them your enemy. I'm fond of saying if two people agree about everything, one of them isn't necessary. Perhaps there's no single issue that's more important today than the ideal of a place for everybody to live that is safe, high quality, and affordable. The best answers and the best solutions don't always come from a bunch of bureaucrats in Washington, D.C. They actually come from people with boots on the ground who are dealing with the issues. And that's what America is supposed to be. It's supposed to be a place that's of, for, and by the people. 37 million American families pay a third of their income for housing. Those are distressed families. And 18 million pay half or more of their income, severely distressed people. All of us know individuals like that. We may not know they're in that situation, but we know them politically.
And yet you overlay a problem in which the solution might be simple, but the system to get somebody from street to housing is as complicated as we could possibly make it, and we have our work cut out. I keep joking about the strange buddy movie between me and Ben Carson, but when he reached out and said federal government wants to help, I said, okay, if we don't weaponize it, when his boss suddenly said he was in Japan and the streets of Tokyo were so clean, but not in San Francisco and Los Angeles, to which Nan Roman, who many of you know, called me and said, we actually studied how they ended it in Japan, and it was they guaranteed everybody housing, lo and behold, and gave them an income.
I'm the mayor of the city of Sacramento, and I'm also a former state legislator who authored our Mental Health Services Act in California, and we are living in a very difficult period where the plight of those who are unsheltered and homeless is unacceptable. It should always be unacceptable to see any of our fellow Californians suffering, but it's gotten to such a magnitude now in terms of the numbers that finally there is the right attention being paid to it. And I congratulate Governor Schwarzenegger and thank him for using his institute to make this the central theme of today.
What will be the follow-up priority for after such an event that you've put on and sponsored with the Solar Price? What would be the first thing that you would want to see happen?
To thank everybody. And the reason why this is very important is because when you write people a thank you note, you can readdress the issue and say, just remember what you said on stage. I love that. That you said we should declare a state of emergency in our state. I said, Governor Davis, that is fantastic. What a great idea. I said, now what moves have you made already? Let's not forget about now to make sure that this happens. You know, so you remind them. So this, the key thing is follow through and follow up. So I will be in touch with all of the different people that have participated today to make sure that we push and to push it along so that no one just goes home and now goes then to another symposium and another one and talk about something else. But let's focus on this and let's solve the problem, because it's like, you know, in sports, it's like, okay, you can set a goal and say, I want to be the greatest, but then you have to do the work. And now we want to make sure that everyone does the work.
What do you hope people take away from hearing your poem today?
I hope that people just take away the fact that, like, well, first, for people who are experiencing homelessness, I would like for them to take away the fact that things can and will get better as long as you keep your mind to it. Find what you like to do, find what you're good at, and hone that and focus on it, and that will push you forward. Whatever talent God gave you, take advantage of that so that you can push yourself forward and out of the cycle. And for others who are not experiencing homelessness, I would just like for them to take away the fact that, like, not everyone is choosing to be in this situation. Not everyone is in this situation because they're drug addicts or don't want to work and stuff like that. I just want people to see that homeless people are people.
Let's sing this one last time. Come on.